Jesse Owens was the dominating figure of the 1936 Olympics, and here on our stage is Jesse Owens, who flew on from Chicago for us tonight. Jesse, thanks for having me. I imagine that Jesse Owens would say that that was his greatest thrill. Would you? Is that true, Jesse? But if it is so, I'd like you to describe that thrill to an audience here in our theater.
Well, Eddie, I tell you, anything that one can do in Olympic Games, and naturally the Olympic Games is the major leagues of any amateur athlete. And once he has made the Olympic team, he can count his athletic career as a great success. And I've oftentimes told many students throughout the country, places that we have been, and talking to youngsters in high school banquets and whatnot, things about the greatest thrill. I know that upon this stage at one time or another, you've had a star appear that's put on a marvelous performance. And to you, it's given you a great thrill. I remember the days when you used to write columns and the things that you used to write. I remember 17 years ago, you wrote one about me called The Blackbird. I shall never forget it. It was really a masterpiece. But to me, the Olympic Games was the thing that I looked forward to. And winning the 100 meters in the Olympic Games was the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my athletic career. And if you will take a story, ladies and gentlemen, and put it into words, perhaps your thrill would probably sound something like mine. And it goes something like this. 6 boys walked out on the field unnoticed. Unnoticed because a German boy had won an Olympic victory and the crowd was giving him an ovation. That was doing an Olympic champion. As we sat there on that bench unnoticed, this is the sight that I saw within that wonderful area. As my eyes wandered across the field, I noticed the green grass, a red stripe with the white lines. And as my eyes wandered into the stands, I noticed 120,000 people sitting and standing within that great area. And as my eyes wandered upward again, I noticed the flag of every nation that was represented there in the Olympic Games underneath that German blue sky. Now, my attention was diverted from that beautiful picture because the whistle had been blown. And we were to assemble around the starter to receive our final instructions for this most historic event. And after our instructions had been given, the starter stepped back about 10 paces, and he hollered in a loud German voice, "Auf für Fritze." And when he hollered, "Auf für Fritze," every man went to his mark. Adjusting our hands and our feet, the starter suddenly said in a soft voice, "Fertig." And when he hollered "Fertig," every man came to a set position. Every muscle in his body was strained. The gun went off. The boys ran neck and neck for 50 yards. Ralph Metcalf from Marquette University was leading the field at the 70-yard mark. And from the 70 to the 90, Ralph and I ran neck and neck. And for some unknown reason, I beat Ralph Metcalf from Marquette University in this most historic event. But the greatest honor came, ladies and gentlemen, as we stood up there around that pedestal of victory. And after we had knelt to receive the wreath of victory from the German maidens, and standing there facing the stands, from a faraway distance, we could hear the strains of the Star-Spangled Banner. As the people in the stands stood, the Germans gave the Nazi salute. The Americans gave the American salute. And as we three on the pedestal of victory diddled our face, I noticed the stars and stripes are rising higher and higher. And the higher the stars and stripes rose, the louder the strains of the Star-Spangled Banner. And then and there I realized my ambition of 8 years, Ed, to become a member of Uncle Sam's Olympic team, to emerge as a victor in the Olympic Games, provided me with my greatest thrill throughout my whole athletic career. And so tonight, Ed, as I stand here and witness the pictures of 1936 and also of 48, we're reminded that 1952, the Olympic team is going to be represented in Helsinki, Finland. America has always sent a great team. They're going to send a great one this year. And the beauty part of it, ladies and gentlemen, is wonderful to know that in a free country, the Olympics and the athletics belong to the people of the country. But at this time, it's the people that must send our team. So it's the people of America to get behind, to send funds, to send the greatest team the country has ever sent to keep this free world alive. And that's the thing that I believe.